Celebrities who can't stand Kanye West. Drake. This narrative revolves around two famed rappers, Drake and Kanye, whose friendship eventually evolved into rivalry. Drake, well known in the music industry, once held West in high regard, even expressing admiration for him in a 2013 MTV interview.
Kanye West is making a peace offering to Drake, following the rapper's long-standing feud.
However, a shift in their relationship occurred, escalating from rumored disagreements to confirmed discord in May 2018. This change was largely attributed to Virginia rapper Pusha T, a signee of West's Good Music label, who in his track, The Story of Edidon, exposed Drake's hidden fatherhood.
The world was shocked when Kanye West collaborator Pusha T exposed Drake's secret son on a diss track.
Drake was persuaded that West played a role in leaking this information. Despite their feud, Drake confessed in a 2019 Rap Radar interview that he still ranks West among his favorite artists. Though he accused him of falseness in his public displays of fondness, the feud continued to intensify in 2021. West launched his Donda album on August 29, followed by Drake's Certified Lover Boy LP 5 days later. Both albums featured tracks taking jabs at each other. Fueling fan debates over who would achieve higher sales. By the end of 2021, there seemed to be a semblance of peace between West and Drake. Drake and West's rivalry has not only captivated the attention of fans, but has also sparked discussions on the dynamics of friendship and competition in the music industry. Their feud highlights how even in a seemingly collaborative field, jealousy and ego can drive a wedge between one's close friends.
I was in a really weird pending situation where I didn't want to go tell the world.
Jennifer Aniston. The feud between global hip-hop artists Kanye and Drake is understandable, given their standing as two of the world's top rappers and the highly competitive nature of rap. West's dispute with the Democrats also didn't shock many considering his adoption of far-right ideologies. However, a row between West and Jennifer Aniston, the star of Friends, was an unexpected plot twist. The rift stemmed from West's 2020 presidential campaign, which Aniston publicly criticized. She voiced her disapproval on Instagram, urging people not to vote for West and to take their vote seriously. West in response took a jab at her, tweeting that Friends was not funny. However, he later deleted the tweet, implying he may have found some amusement in the popular 90s sitcom after all. Chris Brown, recounting the numerous contentious remarks made by Kanye over the years, is akin to attempting to enumerate the snowflakes in a snowman. However, his comments on slavery during a 2018 appearance on TMZ Live will likely continue to attract criticism.
When you hear about slavery for 400 years, for 400 years, that sounds like a choice.
The term backlash is insufficient to encapsulate the fervent reactions West's statements elicited from celebrities, historians, media commentators, and the general public. Among the reactors was Chris Brown, who decried West as a clown in a now-removed Instagram post and advised people not to follow West's negative trajectory, as reported by USA Today. Furthermore, in August 2021, the Deuces artist criticized West for excluding his verse from New Again, a track on the Donda album. West's comments on slavery not only sparked outrage, but also reignited conversations about the legacy of slavery and its impact on Black Americans. Many pointed out that West's statements demonstrated a lack of understanding and empathy towards the traumatic history of slavery.
Here are some of the most surprising things that Julia Fox shares in her book about her relationship with Kanye West, who she calls the artist in the book, so she doesn't even directly refer to him. She shared that the day after they met, Kanye had actually asked her to be his girlfriend, and a friend had passed on her number to him, and they started texting and calling each other, and they met in person at a New Year's party in Miami at the end of 2021.
Julia Fox telling the mag, quote, "I met Ye in Miami on New Year's Eve and it was an instant connection."
And then the morning after, Julia woke up to so many missed calls from Kanye. But either way, they spent the day together and they had dinner at Carbone, where he asked her to be his girlfriend.
You rented out everything, man, yay? We rented out the city.
But at first, she was like a little hesitant, like, whoa, that's really quick. And then she suggested that they waited a few weeks, but their relationship continued from there, and Kanye even hired Julia Fox's friends to style her for that night.
I'm sure there's still some sort of residual feelings, and it's like, it's normal, it's human, you know?
Following the date after Kanye asked Julia to be his girlfriend, Kanye brought Julia Fox back to a hotel room filled with Glenn Martin's unreleased Diesel collection. And when Julia Fox tried on a shirt and found that she couldn't wear it with a bra on, that's when Kanye West offered to pay for a chest enhancement procedure for her. And Julia, she declined his offer, but his words really made her feel uncomfortable, and they stuck with her to this very day.
Was probably a rock bottom. Yeah, it was really bad.
Julia also describes feeling powerless as Kanye West took more control of her style. And she writes instances about where her friends who became stylists worked under Kanye West's directions, and they selected outfits for her as well as outfits for him. And under the direction of Kanye West, her friend slash stylist literally packed up her old clothes without hearing from her, getting any feedback from her, and that was it. And she admitted actually to hiding some of her old clothes when her stylists weren't looking. And she also mentioned that she was losing a lot of weight very quickly, which contributed to sizing issues with the new clothes that Kanye West was providing her with. And then for her birthday, Julia Fox's stylist presented her with a variety of outfits chosen by Kanye, and she felt really uncomfortable with the selection, and she chose the simplest option while feeling really uneasy as she looked at herself in the mirror, trying on the clothes and everything. Yeah, she just wasn't feeling it. Like I mentioned, guys, some of her friends started becoming stylists now and working for Kanye West. And of course, arguments are gonna happen about friends when you mix business with friendship. And after one of these arguments about their friends, Kanye West, he stopped communicating with Julia Fox altogether. And Kanye's assistant informed her that he was taking a month-long phone break. Like, that was it. No communication whatsoever with Julia. But on the flip side, this break did give Julia Fox some uninterrupted time with her son. Without all the constant calls and text from Kanye. Despite this though, Julia did admit that she actually missed the interaction with Kanye during that period of time. Also, another thing that Julia Fox shared is that she declined to sign a non-disclosure agreement, or an NDA, that was circulated among her friends. So this happened earlier on in their relationship, and some of these friends were currently working as her and Kanye West's stylists. So there's a lot of things that Kanye West wanted to keep under wraps. He didn't want certain things to be said publicly. He's doing his best to try to protect his image. However, Julia did say that she made a decision not to sign the NDA whatsoever. And in her own words, this is what she specifically said: "He can take over my life, but he's not taking my voice." And I think that's why she shared these secrets about Kanye West and their relationship in her book. Because yeah, she didn't sign the NDA. She can pretty much say whatever she wants, but she did say in the past though that she's not really trying to cause any sort of bad blood or anything like that. She's just trying to say her piece because people want to know, like, what was it like? Some people look at her as clout chasing, just trying to use Kanye West's name to stay relevant because she's no longer dating him. That relationship was really quick, and now Kanye has moved on and he's married somebody, and now she, Bianca Censori, Kanye West's new wife, is getting so famous, so a lot of people are just suspecting that Julia Fox is just trying to get some attention back on her.
Celebrities who can't stand Kanye West, part 2. Taylor Swift. The resurfacing of the feud between rap mogul Kanye and pop sensation Taylor might have startled some. This duo, despite West's infamous interruption of Swift's acceptance speech at the 2009 MTV VMAs, had seemingly reconciled.
Yo, Taylor, I'm really happy for you. I'm gonna let you finish. But Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time.
They were frequently spotted dining together, and Swift even presented West with a Video Vanguard Award at the 2015 VMAs. However, the apparent harmony was disrupted in 2016 when Kim K, West's ex, released a phone call in which Swift seemed to approve lyrics in West's song Famous that she had publicly disclaimed.
I made her famous. Is that did she say that? Yes, it might have happened.
Swift addressed this incident in a 2019 Rolling Stone interview, expressing her exasperation over her tumultuous relationship with West. She stated that the public didn't even understand the sequence of events that ignited her anger, particularly West's derogatory reference to her in Famous.
I feel like me and Taylor might still have why I made that famous.
Swift emphasized that their discord wasn't solely built on this phone call or a song, but a succession of incidents. Given the circumstances, it wouldn't be shocking if Swift and West permanently severed their ties.
I want to make things. I want to be able to make things.
Soulja Boy, renowned artist Kanye West has a history of postponing album releases, often attributed to last-minute tweaks, which sometimes include removing guest artist vocals. A notable instance of this occurred during the production of West's 2021 album Donda, where Soulja Boy's feature on the track Remote Control was unexpectedly omitted.
Soulja Boy previously recorded a verse to the song Remote Control that was on the album. His verse didn't make the cut. Of course, he was not too happy about that.
Soulja expressed his frustration on social media, feeling deceived by West's lack of transparency. He accused West of cowardice in an interview with TMZ, implying that West used his label as a cover-up for Soulja's removal, especially after Soulja publicly expressed his disappointment. He even taunted West on Twitter, saying he had been with West's ex Kim Kardashian first and challenged West to a duel. Considering West's known behavior, perhaps Soulja should have waited to hear his contribution in the final album before assuming his inclusion in Donda. West's perfectionism and attention to detail is well documented and has been praised by many as a key factor in his success. However, this trait can also be seen as a double-edged sword, causing friction with collaborators and leading to delays in project releases. And finally, J. Cole.
Hey, plotting my escape, this game, riding niggas fake.
The dynamic relationship between rappers J. Cole and Kanye is intriguingly enigmatic. While never engaging in a public dispute, the underlying tension between the two was seemingly evident. J. Cole expressed his criticism of West and his music in his 2016 release False Prophet. However, in 2018, it seemed as if the pair had reconciled their differences following a phone conversation, which West documented in a now deleted tweet captioned "We Got Love," as reported by Billboard. Despite this, J. Cole was not pleased with West's public display, expressing his disapproval in a conversation with radio host Angie Martinez. He felt that West had exploited his name for social media traction and to maintain his public image, a move he found insincere. J. Cole confronted West, who subsequently apologized. J. Cole was left with the impression of being used as a pawn by West. The motive behind West's screenshot post remains unclear, but the two seem to have at least achieved a civil interaction, demonstrated by their shared attendance at the NBA All-Star Game in 2020. The relationship between the two artists continues to fascinate fans, with many looking for any signs of collaboration or renewed tension. The dynamic between J. Cole and Kanye is just one example of the complex relationships that often exist within the music industry. Artists are known for being competitive as they strive for recognition and success, but at the same time, they also share a camaraderie and pressures that come with being in the public eye.
Pete Davidson recently returned to Instagram, and things are gonna get real dicey real quick because one of his new followers on Instagram is Kanye West. And then from there, Kanye, he literally left a comment in all caps saying "followed." And just to drive the point home more, he screenshotted that comment and posted it on Instagram, but of course he quickly deleted it. Hey guys, what's happening? Welcome back to FTD News. My name is Leroy Kenton. This is the channel where we collect the news and spit it back to you in a more entertaining way. So it looks like Pete Davidson wanted to have a brand new fresh start to Instagram because if you don't already know, he deleted his account back in 2018 due to mental health reasons. My question is though, is that why of all the times would he pick now to come back to Instagram? Especially because Kanye West, the man making his life a living hell, uses Instagram to publicly diss him. Bruh, like he said some nasty things about Pete Davidson, like he's called him a head. He's posted their private messages. Pete Davidson, he's insisting that he really wants to squash this beef, but the insults just keep coming. He's been called skeet by Kanye West. He's told people to literally scream at Pete Davidson if they ever see him in public. Kanye West also threatened to beat Pete Davidson's ass on one of his tracks on his new Donda 2 album. Yeah, I know there's an old phrase, hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. Hell hath no fury like Kanye scorned. Obviously though, it is no surprise that Pete Davidson didn't follow Kanye back. As a matter of fact, at the time of filming this video, he's only following two people. Of course, his honey boo, Kim Kardashian, as well as he's following the actor Sebastian Stan.